This Nintendo Switch eShop sale is crazy. What's up, everybody? You got the Video Game Voter here with a brand new episode. So today's episode, I want to discuss a big sale that's happening on the Nintendo Switch eShop. Right now, they have a sale. They're calling it their blockbuster sale. The sale ends on Monday at 11:59 Pacific Standard Time. And I was going through these deals and they are absolutely insane. So I want to let you know some of the best deals and some of the games you might want to pick up for up to 60-70% off. The first game I want to highlight on this sale is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splinter Fate. It's on sale 10% off. It's $26.99. Splinter's Fate is kind of like the classic TMNT games, and it's based on the Apple Arcade game that they decided to make a console version and roll it over to the Switch. From what I can see, they are planning on adding DLC, more maps, and more ways to fight with your favorite turtles in a half shell. Up next, they have at 30% off for $34.99. You could get a copy of Red Dead Redemption. You guys are all familiar with this Rockstar classic that most people probably played on the PlayStation, Xbox, obviously, but just this past year, they recently ported it over to the Switch, and a lot of people thought it wasn't going to run well, but it definitely runs well at 30% off at $34.99. That's an amazing value for such a great game. Up next is the Capcom Fighting Bundle with 66% off at $19.99, which is an amazing deal. This is the Capcom Fighting Collection and Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection in one double trouble epic fighting bundle. So the Capcom Fighting Collection includes 10 featured titles from different iconic Capcom series, such as Darkstalkers, Night Warriors, Vampire Savior, The Lord of Vampire, Vampire Hunter 2, Darkstalkers Revenge, Hyper Street Fighter 2, the Anniversary Edition, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, Super Gem Fighter Mini Mix, Cyberbots Full Metal Madness, Red Earth. And on the 30th Anniversary Street Fighter Collection, you got the original Street Fighter, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter Champion Edition, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Hyper Fighting, Street Fighter 2, The New Challengers, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter Alpha 1, 2, and 3, Street Fighter New Generation, Second Impact, and Third Strike. And that is an amazing value to pick that up for $20. Up next at 50% off, coming in at $29.99, you got the Grand Theft Auto Trilogy, the Definitive Edition. Now, I know this got some flack when it came out. It said it was buggy and stuff like that, but they did send some patches and it appears to be up and running well. The great thing about this is this particular game, you know, a lot of times when these compilations come out, they don't always make it on the cartridge, but this particular one, I could vouch, and all three games are all on that cartridge, so at an amazing value. And that game is consistently at $59.99, so $29.99. You don't want to miss this deal. Go ahead and grab it. Another insane deal coming in at 50% off each, Persona 5 Royal and Persona 5 Tactica. And you guys know all about the Persona series. Persona 5 is a fantastic game. Then they came out with the Tactica, which is more of a traditional RPG puzzle style game. But those games coming in at 50% off, that's an awesome pickup and an awesome steal. Great value for the money. Speaking of Persona, the Persona collection is 50% off, $44.99. So that includes 3 different Persona titles. Started with Persona 5 Royal. We also have Persona 4, Persona Golden, and then we got Persona 3 Portable, which I believe came out on the PSP. But at that $44.99 price point, that is an amazing pickup. It would kind of be crazy not to go ahead and grab that deal right now. And next, at an even crazier deal, with 74% off for $19.49, you can get you a copy of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot plus a new Power Awakened set. That's a deluxe edition of the game, which includes Dragon Ball Z Kakarot and looks like it's some DLC that's been added, but that's an incredible price at 74% off. It's normally $74.99, $19.49. That's an amazing steal for pretty much a game with some extra DLC included. Another amazing deal is Life is Strange Arcadia Bay Collection at 60% off. You can pick this up for $15.99. And this collection includes 2 remasters. The Life is Strange Arcadia Bay Collection includes Life is Strange Remastered and Life is Strange Before the Storm Remastered. And Life is Strange, I haven't played it, but from what I hear, is a fantastic series. And at that price for collections, that's a credible steal. You get multiple games. I love finding these compilations on sale for a great price. So if you're a fan of Life is Strange and you want the remasters, now's your time to pick it up for dirt cheap. Another amazing deal from a great series. We got Shantae HalfGenie, Half Hero, the Ultimate Edition. You can pick this up. This includes all the DLC that was previously released. You can get that 50% off right now for $14.99. If you guys aren't familiar with Shantae, Shantae is a fantastic series, awesome platformer, and they added some additional DLC content that you can check out, all for the price of $14.99. That's an amazing deal. Next, you can also pick up Monster Hunter Rise and Monster Hunter Sunbreak Deluxe at 65% off for $24.49. Now, this includes the full game of Monster Hunter Rise, Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, the expansion, Monster Hunter Rise Deluxe kit. There's a lot of like skins and different hairstyles and different armors and weapons and things like that. That's all included. But not only that, you get deluxe editions of both Monster Hunter Rise and Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. So that's a phenomenal deal at that price at $24.49. If you're a fan of the Monster Hunter series, I would definitely head over to the Nintendo Switch eShop and pick that up right now. At 60% off of $15.99, you can get the Capcom Fighting collection. So you get 10 of Capcom's most popular arcade games in one epic collection. Those games include Darkstalkers, the Night Warriors, Darkstalkers Revenge, Vampire Savior, The Lord of Vampire, Vampire Hunter 2, Darkstalkers Revenge, Vampire Savior 2, The Lord of Vampire, Hyper Street Fighter 2, the Anniversary Edition, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, Super Gem Fighter Mini Mix, Cyberbots Full Metal Madness, Red Earth. So those are insane. Disclaimer, the Darkstalkers Revenge and Vampire Savior 2 are Japanese versions only, because I believe those were only released in Japan. But they're bringing it over here in the States. I mean, it's a fighting game. You're not going to need to know Japanese to play a fighting game. Pretty much can pick it up and play it. But that's an amazing price for a compilation with 10 plus games at less than $20. Like, that is insane. So why not pick that up for $15.99? And not only that, they also have Capcom Gamescom sale that's going on, that's lasting and running until the same time. You could get you a copy of Resident Evil 4 for $9.99. You can also pick up Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection Volume 1 for $19.99. That's 50% off. Mega Man 11, 66% off at $9.99. Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection for $9.99. Mega Man Legacy Collection 2 and Mega Man X Legacy Collection for $7.99 each. You can get the X Legacy Collection Part 2 for $7.99 as well. And the first Mega Man Legacy Collection for $7.99. Dragon's Dogma Dark Horizon is $4.99. That's insane. Then you got the game that came out on the Wii. I believe it came out on PS2 as well, Okami, but it's the HD remaster for $9.99. That's crazy. Capcom Arcade Stadium Bundle for $15.99. That's 60% off. And then they got the Arcade Second Stadium Bundle for the same price at $15.99. Also get, if you're fans of Resident Evil, got a bunch of them on here. Resident Evil 0 for $9.99. Resident Evil 2 Cloud, $15.99. Resident Evil 3 for $9.99. Resident Evil 5 and 6 also coming in at $9.99. Then you can also pick up Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil Village Cloud for $15.99 each. And you got Resident Evil for $9.99. Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 for $7.99 each. That is 60% off. That is insane. If you just keep going down this website, each company and developer seems like they have their own sale going on. You have Axis. That's an insane deal going on where they got games like Jack Jean, Radiant Tail, Norm 9 Last Era. So if you're fans of those series, they got them here. Most of those games are coming in at $24.99. Rico London is $19.99 and 60% off, which is crazy. It's another great title. Devolver is also having a deal. Like, this Nintendo Switch eShop sale is just absolutely insane. So especially the indie developers, you can get these games. Get My Friend Pedro right now for $4.99. That's a great game. That sale is crazy. Now, it's making me wonder, is this a sign of things to come? Obviously, we know that we got the Switch or the successor to the Switch about to drop at some point next year. And I'm pretty sure we are on the cusp of an announcement and a reveal about this new console. So it seems like they are pushing out, Nintendo's last push to get rid of some of the previous physical content that they had, overstock or whatever, things that just wasn't bought, and they're giving this crazy amazing deal. And you still got time after watching this video to head over to nintendo.com, pick up these deals. This is amazing, especially if you're kind of collecting for the Switch like myself. I'm not necessarily quote unquote going for a full set, but I am picking up as many games as I can because I believe, for one, this is my favorite console of all time, and I believe it's going to go down as the best-selling console of all time. I feel like they're making a push to do that, and the Switch definitely changed the landscape of gaming for the future.
Thank you for watching. Follow me on all social media platforms at VideoGameVotary.